Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the week of February 15th through 21st, 2026 for the whole collective. So this is the weekly collective reading. So let's see what's going on for all of us for this upcoming week. Already into the middle of the week, middle of the month of February. It's going by quickly. So in case you missed it, I did the mid-month and tarot card readings a couple days ago just came out, and then tomorrow the collective reading will come out for the middle of February. So just to let you know that those have come out and they're coming out. And of course, this weekly reading always comes out on Saturdays. So thank you for joining me, and please hit that like button so this will go out to other people that need to see this information, because you're drawn to a reading when you're meant to see it. If you're drawn to watch something, that means there's something in there for you that you need to hear. And this will send it out to more people if you hit that like button. And also hit subscribe if you haven't already so that you get future videos I put out. And take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So let's see what's going on for the collective for this upcoming week. What is the energy for the collective for the week of the 15th through the 21st of February? What is the energy of the collective? February 15th through 21st, 2026. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so we've got the, 10 of Swords, the Star, Emperor, Ace of Swords, okay, Justice. These are some heavy cards here. Queen of Wands and Two of Swords. Okay, well, coming into the middle of I guess it'd be the middle of the month, of the 15th of February, it looks like you're dealing with an emperor. And this could be a fire sign individual, doesn't have to be, but it can be. And it looks like in the past you've been dealing with this emperor. And in the current energy, you're ending a cycle. It's like you've surrendered something. So what they're telling me is you have closed out a chapter with this emperor. So it looks like this is a love type reading, but you closed out a chapter with this person. I mean, it doesn't have to be a love reading. It can be, just it could be a family member or a friend. But I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this is kind of a love reading. So, and that's somebody you've been dealing with in the past. And if it is in fact a love reading for you and that resonates, you've been involved with this person for quite some time. So probably, years you've been involved with them. But the cycle has ended. Now you see like this poor guy, he's got 10 swords in his back and he's not moving. It's like, it's game over. He's just like laying there. Nothing's going to happen. So he's surrendered. And that's kind of how you are about this situation. Like you're done with it. You're finished. You surrendered it. It's like you've had enough, is what I'm hearing. You've had enough. And the situation is, you're wishing and wanting more. This is the Star card. It's like you're wishing more for yourself. You want more for yourself than what you had with this emperor. And, you just got to the place where you just couldn't take it anymore. It was like you were done with it and you're ready to move on. And there's some truth that is coming out that's going to help you to move forward out of this situation. So you can see the universe is kind of bringing this in for you. See that little hand there? Right there. So it's like the universe the divine's bringing this in for you. and it's like helping you. And this truth is like a new beginning in truth. So like information is going to come out, facts are going to come out that's going to help you get out of this situation. And you have been watched over by like your spirit team, angels, archangels, galactics. They have been watching over you with this process and kind of helping you to get out of this situation, because it's like a wish of yours to get out of this situation, and they're helping it to happen. And they're telling me, okay, they're saying that you manifested this even though you're not like consciously aware of it, but you did. Like you manifested yourself to get out of this, if that makes sense. You manifested your exit from this situation, and they were there to help you. It's like, all right, they're saying it was time for you to leave and to get out of that situation. It's like the contract was over with this emperor person, and it's time for you to move on. Now, if this is not like a romantic situation and maybe a family member or whatever, just change it around. But instead of being romantic, it would be, but it's the same thing. You're leaving, getting out of that situation, leaving it behind. And then there's, like I said, some information, facts coming out from that the universe is going to help bring out for you to help you get out of that situation. So this is what I have for you in the current energy. So that's what I have, for this week for you coming out in the current energy. So this is all happening now. It's all happening now. And then, which doesn't really surprise me, because one of the things I've seen over and over again, and of course the energy of the astrology supports this, is that a lot of people are making major, major life changes, like in 25, 26, like, relationships ending, careers ending, new ones starting, new relationships starting. It's like there's a lot of major changes going on from what I've seen and picked up on over, doing the readings over the course of the year last year and then coming into this year. So I'm not surprised to see this major change going on here for you. So in the near future, it's like you've got the Justice card. So whatever was going on, and I feel, of course, the divine's helping with that. So you've got this truth coming out, facts and information coming out from the divine, and it's going to help you with justice. So maybe it's like if you're getting a divorce, you get information and facts that are going to help your case in court. So it could very well be that information comes, that the universe is bringing this information out for you to help you move out of that situation with the emperor and give you, and give you justice for the situation. So maybe maybe this person betrayed you in some way, and you're going to get justice for it. So this is in the near future. It hasn't happened yet. It's like it hasn't gotten to that point. So I feel like, this decision to leave and to get out of that situation, and the truth information, it's like it's just coming out now. So maybe, you're just starting divorce proceedings to get out of the situation, just starting the paperwork, but it hasn't like gotten far deep into it yet, because this is far deep into it. So I feel like it's just starting, if that's the case. Like you're just starting that process. But what's interesting is the advice cards. It was like, I feel like, well, they're very interesting. This one is you, and you're definitely using your intuition, and you're being passionate and smart about this, about getting out this situation. And you've been like, definitely following your intuition about it. Like you felt by, your galactic, your spirit team, the divine, you felt like it was time to leave. Like intuitively, you knew it was time to get out of this situation. Like that cycle has ended, and you could feel it internally. You could feel it because you're in tune with your energy is in tuned with your higher self, I'm hearing. And it was kind of guiding you, and you could feel that intuitive feeling within to leave, and it was guiding you to leave this situation. And you're passionate about leaving. Like you reached a point where, point of no return, where You were just done with it. You were done with the nonsense and everything. Because I feel like I said, you've been with this person for quite some time and you put up with them for a long time. And it's like, now you're done. You're done with it. And maybe part of the reason or part of what's helping you to get out of the situation, like I was saying, was maybe like you find out information that they weren't honest with you. Like you might be, and that's helping you to get out of the situation. So if you were on the fence about leaving, even though you felt pushed by the universe to leave, but you're like dragging your feet about it, it's like it could be that you get information that you find out this person betrayed you in some way or something, they did something sneaky that you don't know about, or, information comes to light that you find out about that helps kind of push you over the fence and gets you started on the process of getting out of that situation so that you can go towards your justice. And what's also interesting too is that this other advice card, the Two of Swords. So I feel like you were kind of stuck in this position with this emperor for a while because, it's like you were kind of stuck there because it's like you see that she's got the swords across her arms across her chest. It's like she's in like in a stop position. So you were kind of like the universe was telling you to hold there for a while. And it may be because the timing wasn't right to leave, or maybe you had to get this information first before you could really leave, or I'm hearing, or justify leaving. Like this information that you get helps to justify in your mind that, I have to leave. But it could be like you were waiting for something like that to happen. But there was definitely a sense of you were, waiting for a while before you kind of pulled the trigger on this and and started the process of getting out. But I feel like that time has ended. So now it's time for you to move forward. So let's go ahead and do 2 clarifiers for that card just to get a little more information. 2 clarifiers for the Two of Swords for the collective. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you have definitely come to the end of your rope. You put up with a lot from this emperor for a long time. And this was you. It's like you were kind of stuck. You were at the end of the cycle, like you knew it was over. But for whatever reason, you weren't like quite ready to leave yet, but you were there, but you definitely like you were done with it. You were tired of dealing with it. It was like a toxic, unhealthy relationship, and you've been putting up with it for a long time. So you were almost at the end of that cycle, but you were kind of like still holding on a little bit. But I feel like whatever this information is that came out or is coming out, it kind of helped get you to the point of you're really done. You're tired of, you just kind of surrendered, like there's nothing more that can be done in this situation, and you just surrender to the fact that you just have to end the relationship. And you had to have a lot of strength to go through that, because I feel like, you know, while this was leading up to this 10 of Swords energy, it's kind of like you were going through a lot, like you were putting up with a lot of BS and chaos and drama, and it wasn't a good, healthy situation for you. And so you had to use a lot of strength to get through it. And it's kind of like, it hadn't been good for a long time, but you were like stuck on that 9. And I think there was a part of you that was like reluctant to like, to finally leave, or to like to surrender and give up on it. Like you were kind of fighting doing that, like moving out of it that way. Like you were kind of stuck a little bit in this phase right here. And you were using a lot of a lot of strength because you had had enough and you were like ready to leave in a way, like mostly. But there was a little part of you that's like, well, maybe, we can work on it. Maybe I can, like there's a little part of you that was stubborn. But I really am sensing that this information can't coming out, this facts and data, whatever that comes out, that's information, this truth comes out, and it really does kind of push you from that 9 to the 10. And you're like, okay, I'm done. Like with this new information coming out, this new truth, it's like there's nothing left to do in this situation. And you realize you just have to walk away. And it's that final push that kind of pushed you out of the situation. And I do, and definitely your spirit guides, your spirit team, they were directing this to happen. Like they were pushing this truth to come out to help you cross over the fence to leave, if that makes sense. Because it's like you were on the fence for a long time. Like I said, you were kind of stuck in this 9 for a long time. Like you knew it wasn't good, you knew it wasn't healthy, you knew it was like a toxic relationship, but you were reluctant for whatever reason to really pull the plug. And I understand that, especially if you've been with someone for years and years and years. You've got a lot of, sunk costs with this person. And sometimes it's hard, even if it's not a healthy relationship, sometimes it's hard to leave. And it can be scary. So it's like, fear can keep us trapped in situations that really aren't good for us. And I feel like that's where the strength comes in to help you get through this, but also your galactic team, your, spirit team, they were helping you. Like it's like they helped orchestrate this truth to come out to help you, finally, kind of get to the point where you've had enough and you're ready to walk away. But they were there like helping you because they knew it was time for you to get out of this and they wanted to help you get out of it. So pretty deep reading, but that's what I have for the collective for this week coming up of the 15th through 21st. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.